Okay, good afternoon to you, beautiful people listening to me right now, coming to you live from the city of Calabar. My name is Fortune, and as I'm speaking to you, I'm live at FLIXWAY. And yes, we have something amazing for you that we are going to be delivering to your ears and your eyes right about now. And I'm sure you can pan around and see the beautiful people that we have right now. And yes, we are going to be talking about something special. And yes, as the carnival capital of the entire world, we have our friend here from the Carnival Queen pageant, and of course, Flixway. Please, a round of applause to our guest here. All right. So that round of applause was weak, but I know the conversation is going to be quite interesting. So the reason we're having this conversation is we have some amazing winners. As you can see, the beautiful crowns on these two beautiful Darigos right here, and of course we have the representatives of the Carnival Queen pageant, and of course a representative from Flixway. Welcome, and of course nice to have you all here. So today we're talking about something quite interesting, right? Because we have these two queens, these two amazing Amazons right now, and they're going to tell us a little bit about their journey as pageant queens for the inaugural event of the Carnival Queen pageant. And these two beautiful women here, they are the first winners, and I'm going to allow them introduce themselves right about now. The first Darigo, I'll call you Darigo 1, all right? So go ahead and introduce yourself, all right?
Hi, my name is Angel Upong. I'm from Cross River State, Ubud local government, to be precise.
All right, nice to meet you. And of course, Darigo 2, introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Success Agube. I'm from Abbey Government Area.
All right, all right. So these are the two beautiful winners from the first edition of the Carnival Queen, and of course the Carnival Queen pageant. I beg your pardon. And we have these amazing people in green. I also call her an Amazon because she is also a CEO as well. So she's going to be introducing herself, and of course her colleagues here who are with us. Please go ahead, introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, my name is Harriet Ubiji, the CEO of the Carnival Queen Pageants.
Can you see whoever? They can. All right, go ahead.
My name is Francis Obegu. You can add unusual to it so we remain friends for life. And I happen to be the National Director, Carnival Queen Pageant.
All right, so there it is. We also have another representative from the Carnival Queen pageant. Go ahead.
My name is Beshel Emmanuel. I am the manager of the Queens and the project manager.
You can tell he's managing the Queens very well. Look at that. I mean, he's doing such a great job. And of course, we have a representative from Flixway. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, so my name is Samuel Lyon. I'm the head of management of FLIXWAY.
Please don't eat us, all right? We have hungry lions in the building. But yes, courtesy of our friends from Thrive Productions, we're having this conversation to introduce ourselves to this beautiful woman and their missions as the queen, and of course, the first runner-up. So I'm going to take this first question to you, Darigo One, the beautiful Carnival Queen. Go ahead and tell us about your journey, right? Because you're wearing this crown on your head, and I'm sure this crown did not just fall on your head out of the sky, and especially the sass, right? You got it because you worked hard. You gave everything that you could give to get yourself to this position whereby you are the inaugural winner of the Carnival Queen pageant. So go ahead and tell us about how did you get here, and how did you feel when you eventually got this reward for all of your hard work. Go ahead.
Okay, so the pageant, or rather, yes, pageantry is something that I've always loved and wanted to do, but I haven't really had the opportunity. So, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, is actually the one who signed me up for it, and I'm super grateful to her today because if not because of her, I won't be here now. And I got a lot of support from friends and family, and when I eventually won the crown, it was overwhelming. I was super excited because trust me, I wasn't expecting it. It came as a very huge surprise because it's my very first pageant. So I was surprised that I actually won, and I'm super grateful to friends and family for the support so far.
That's really nice. Thank you very much for that one. And I'm also going to move to the first runner-up. Go ahead, Success, and tell us a little bit about how you got here and your amazing journey to wearing this crown and this amazing sash right now as the first runner-up for the Carnival Queen pageant for last year. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I won't say the journey was an easy one because it wasn't. Ask me. I'll say again. It was just interesting. My family was always behind me, and I'm very grateful for that. Like, I don't think I'll ever want to be born into a different family, even if I had the opportunity to come to the world again. I want to be born into the same family because every step in this journey, this pageant, they were behind me. I said I needed this. They were really willing to provide it for me. I needed votes. They were always there for me.
Phenomenal. Thank you very much for that. So you've met the beautiful faces of the Carnival Queen pageant, and now you're going to meet the engine, the brains behind everything, so that they can tell us a little bit about, how that when that coconut fell on top of their head, that lit up the idea to begin such a beautiful idea, especially here in the carnival, in the capital of pageantry, right? The pageantry capital of the world. All right. So I'm going to introduce the CEO. I mean, look at this beauty, man. A beautiful CEO. I say again, can your CEO ever? If she can't, don't call my name, all right? So I'm going to introduce the CEO behind the Carnival Queen pageant. Go ahead and introduce yourself to us, because you're the brains and you're the reason why everyone is sat here right now. And these two beautiful ladies have their journey and the amazing crown. So tell us a little bit about how, the idea came to be, and, what your expectations are for the Carnival Queen pageant going forward. Go ahead.
Okay. So as he already said, I'm Harriet Ogbiji, the CEO of the Carnival Queen pageants. The birth of this beautiful baby. I would say it started with Obego. We had a conversation and he brought it up. And one day I went to visit him and he mentioned something and I'm like, let's do this together. So little by little. It wasn't easy because we had difficulties in getting sponsors, difficulty in reaching out to people to listen to us because people are like, what makes it different? There are already lots of pageant brands. We heard of the rigging. What makes you different? Why won't you rig? Why won't you do this? Why won't you do that? And we're like, just have that faith in us. Give us that chance. We started with the little we had. The few persons that believed in us. We had friends. The gift of good friends can't be underrated. Absolutely. Friends, family, and we started. So far, it's been a journey, a wonderful journey. The rest is history. But going forward, we're putting this at a national level. We're hoping that soon our queens can represent us internationally. We're hoping that we could share Nigeria to others through empowerment, through tourism. We're not just showing you the beauty, but showing you the brains. We have more to offer.
That's phenomenal. Thank you very much for that, Harriet. Of course, I'm going to move on to this unusual, unusual gentleman right here. And yes, he told you, he just gave you a little bit of a tip of the iceberg of the brain that brought this to you. So I'm going to allow you to speak a little bit about yourself and your journey to creating this baby, because I don't want to talk about it, but she talked about this being her baby, and this is the daddy. This is the mommy. You know how it is. So definitely, you tell us a little bit about how the journey came to be, and what has it been so far, and what are your expectations? All right, go ahead.
All right. As he rightfully said, my name is Francis Obegu, and like I said, you can add unusual to it, so we remain friends for life. Pageantry is something that I have been into it right from when I was small. My late dad was very involved in the pageantry organization of Cross River State back then during Senator Lee Alimoge's administration with his wife. He was very much into it and then moved on to Miss Africa. So it's something that he will always carry me along, right? And sometimes bring books that contain the contestants. So I'll just read and I'm like, okay, I'd love to one day put up something as beautiful as this. Pageantry is that thing that every other person will switch channel to watch, and I will cry that I want to watch Miss Africa, this, that, stuff like that. So it's something that I was just very keen into. And growing up, I didn't do a lot of things or watch the kind of content that kids my age did. I was very keen into entertainment, movies, anything that will bring you into the spotlight. And I don't think there is any, growing up also, I don't think there is any department in pageantry that I've not worked in. Started small as a contestant, to host, to judging, to managing events, to costuming. I've even thought catwalk. The only thing I've not done is to wear heels. But coaches don't play, So yeah, but I could teach you without even putting on the heels and do makeup. But I already know what sits well on you. So it's something that has always been there. And I think there was a moment that actually brought it out of me. I had worked for a pageant brand and we had struck an agreement, and I was supposed to get my pay at a particular time. But then again, it didn't happen, and I had complained so much that I didn't know what to do. And my younger cousin in the house was like, just stop to the complaint. Your time don't reach where you go start your own brand. And it just entered my head. I'm like, okay, I think I'm surrounded by pageant enthusiasts. So let me just call people that we can start this together, right? And then she came in. First off, she was the ambassador of the brand, the face of the brand. It was a maiden edition, but we needed to put out someone there. And then along the line, of course, she took her rightful place as the CEO. And then my friend, my best friend over there, the manager, became the event manager, managing the queens, managing from event manager to managing the queens and managing the project. He's been doing a lot of management work there. And today we are here, like she said, the gift of friends and people who believe in you. It's not easy. It's been a journey, something that we still, even up to this moment, trying to prove to people that this is coming from people with unusual mindset. So it's not business as usual, it's business unusual. So we are doing pageantry, but we are doing it in a way that it has purpose, it has effect on the lives of people. So gradually we believe that we are going to definitely get there to that point, and of course to show people around the world the beauty we have in Cross River State and Nigeria at large.
Absolutely. You heard from him. It is not business as usual. It is business as unusual. So yes, definitely you heard from the dad and the mom behind the beautiful idea for the Carnival Queen pageant. Of course, we're going to get to the manager. We will definitely talk to the manager to find out how he handles not just these two beautiful women, but everything behind the scene. But first of all, we want to talk to the people who have made this particular conversation possible. And of course, it is none other than FLIXWAY. And of course, we have a representative, Samuel Lyon. I just told him not to eat us not too long ago, but he's going to talk to us eventually. So Samuel is going to tell us why, FLIXWAY decided to partner with the Carnival Queen pageant and what your expectations are going forward. Samuel, go ahead.
I'm not breaking protocol when I say we are also unusual, because one would say what a men exclusive clothing brand doing with a female exclusive pageant. So one thing about us, it's all about legacy for us, it's all about impact. And the CEO, shout out to him, CEO Mr. Michael Ayim, is so involved in that kind of community works. Is more of like, how can I be of value? How can this brand be of value to whomever? It doesn't matter gender bias and all of that. We need to be a part of. So it was part of like our monthly meeting, and I just brought it up to him. I'm like, there's a brand that came to acknowledge what we are doing here, and they would want to inform us about the project coming up. And he did not even blink. He was like, okay, so how can we get them on the call? And thankfully they have a great national director, because instantly they were like, can you be on this call immediately? I know it's impromptu. You were like, what? I'm like, just come on. And he came on the call and we had that conversation, me, the CEO, and him. And he just asked him a few questions on the brand, and he didn't have to say much. He was like, okay, we are all in. We want to be a part of that, because for us here is we say we are more than a clothing brand. We try to strive out to do better, right? And even the name, people do ask why FLIXWAY, why FLIXWAY. I don't even know if I have to share this, but I need to share it because they need to know. So FLIXWAY is coined from the CEO's granddad, who is an army veteran, 100-year-old man that died a few years ago. So he had it in mind. He also talked about opening a clothing brand. So when this idea came up 3 years later, it was a no-brainer for him to be like, I want to open this brand, and no other name came to mind. It was like, I want to use my granddad's name to honor him. So this business is legacy for him, is impact for him. So we sent 4 of his granddad's name to the CAC to give us names. So they declined 3 of the names. They're like, we cannot use this. It was a whole lot. He was like, he doesn't care, whatever, anyhow you want to. I need him to be a part of this. So Flix is coined from Felix. So that's one of like the granddad's name. So Felix. So they removed the design, and now okay, what about Expressway? I mean, we are out for people, so we just cut it with that. So it was just a whole lot. So with that said, he understood the part that it's all about individuals. Anybody that walks in here to get anything here, it's all about them. We try to that's how we go in a way it yourself. You come in there, you tell us how you want it, and we try to be a part of that. So when I told him about this brand, it was a no-brainer for him. He was like, I want to be a part of it. What are they doing? And I know for sure the manager will give us info on what the project was about. So he bought into that, and I want to partner with them, want to support them. And obviously this is the beginning of that. And FLIXWAY and the Carnival Queen actually had to collaborate on this particular project, and I hope for sure we'll have to do more.
Thank you very much for that, Samuel Lyon, of course, representative from FLIXWAY. And of course, they're the reason why we're having this amazing group of people here with us right now to talk about the Carnival Queen pageant. And with that said, I'm going to move the next question to the manager, who I've just realized is the second best friend, not the first best friend, according to Henrietta. But yes, we're going to move over to the manager, because you were in the initial stage of birthing this idea, right? So I want you to tell us a little bit about what your expectations were before it started, and what your expectations are, and what have you accomplished so far. We can talk about the project. We're going to get to the Queens eventually to talk about the project, but tell us your journey, being in a position that you've been in as the manager. Of course, you can tell us about your friendship with this young man right here. Unusual friendship, right? Go ahead.
All right, thank you very much. First of all, I don't like to go into our friendship because it's really long. But being first the event manager of the Carnival Queen pageant, it's been very exciting. It was exciting, and then it became very challenging. It was exciting to take up the position of the event manager of such a grand pageant in Cross River State. And then proceeding forward, it became more of a challenge than something you enjoy. But what helped me was passion, because I really wanted to do it, and regardless of how challenging it was, I was determined. So I pushed through. I had the expectations that the Carnival Queen pageants will become one of the biggest in Cross River State, notwithstanding the state government, and I can say we're going there. That's an achievement or an accomplishment at least. So far, I can say that we are at least one of the biggest, if not the biggest. And then I'm excited to say that I was part of such a thing. And I'm excited to say that I was the event manager of such an event, because it was my very first time being an event manager or organizing any event at all. But my friend there told me that you can do it, and I don't want anybody else to do this thing. I just want you to take it. I'm like, don't you think we should hire a professional? I should work under someone? I was like, no. You're going to take it. If I'm going to bring someone, the person is going to be under you. I'm like, okay. But I did take it, and we see how it has gone, and it went well. I expected nothing less than we had. Yeah, I expected nothing less than we had. If possible, we had more than I expected, because it was small. We were small financially. We were small in, should I say, capabilities, or we thought we were small in capabilities, but it turned out we were a lot more than we thought for ourselves. So it was a great experience.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. Manager. And of course, we are going to move on to the Queens, right? The reason for all this conversation we're having, because they recently embarked on some amazing projects to give back to the communities, because the CEO told me something quite heartwarming about the whole idea for the Carnival Queen. It's an idea to give back not just to the people who are benefiting, but the people around. And the reason they embarked on this project, which of course they're going to talk about eventually, is to touch the lives of people, right? To be the Carnival Queen is not just about wearing a hat on your head. It's about changing lives, right? So they're going to talk about some of those projects that you embark on as the Carnival Queen. Tell us a little bit about that, and tell us what you came out of that experience with. Seeing people who are disadvantaged in one way or another. Tell us if you always had the mindset that this was the impact that you would make as the carnival queen from when you started competing to when you had that hat placed on your head. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to start with our project name, Project Evolution, which is basically the evolution of women, the evolution of a girl child. So for my own project, I went to a secondary school, an all girls secondary school, to talk to them about their menstrual cycle and body positivity, because nowadays there are a lot of pressures among girls. You have to have an hourglass shape, you have to have flat tummy, you have to look a certain way for you to be noticed or for you to be appreciated. So I needed to talk to these young girls and let them know that don't let yourself be stressed out by all of that. Love your body, love yourself the way you are. And also for their menstrual cycles, there are a lot of girls that are still till this they are still unaware about the changes that their body will probably go through that stage when they get to that phase of their life. So I needed to let them know that those changes are completely normal. You don't have to get freaked out about it. It's not something that's going to make you panic, because it's totally normal. You're a girl, so your body is definitely going to go through all these changes. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because they were talking about some guys, or rather boys, that tease them about it. And I'm like, it's just boys being boys. Okay, so don't let that, honestly, don't let that reduce your self-esteem in any way, because you're a girl. All of this is totally normal for a girl child. And I was super proud of myself after I did that, because honestly, it's not something that I thought I would be able to accomplish. Talk to my fellow girls about this type of thing, because growing up is something that I think I kind of had a bit of a challenge with, because when I started my menstrual cycle, my mom wasn't around then. I went to a boarding school. So all those changes, it was something new to me, it was something strange. So I wanted to let them know that once they get to that stage, you don't have to panic, okay? You don't have to be scared. Just know that it's totally normal. You can seek advice from an elderly lady around you, somebody that is going to guide you through it. It's not something for you to be scared about. And honestly, I was really proud of myself that I was able to speak to younger girls and also motivate them. And they were actually very happy. I saw the excitement in their face, because they knew then that it was not something that they needed to be ashamed of.
Thank you very much for that. As you heard from the Queen, that is the impact of the Carnival Queen pageant. It's not just about looking good, it's about touching lives. And you heard from the Queen about the project that she embarked on and the lives that she's changed. And that is something that's going to live with all of those children who benefited from the information that she shared with them. Thank you so much for being open and up. But I want to ask you this, right? What would you like your legacy to be as the first winner of the Carnival Queen pageant? What would you like the legacy that you leave when they think about the first person who won the Carnival Queen pageant? What would you like it to be?
I don't think I've really thought that far, but now that you've brought it up, I think I want someone to look back and say she was a confident queen. She was someone that knew herself. She was someone that wasn't scared. I wasn't scared to put herself out there. So basically, that's what I want people to look back, and when other queens, like, because I know this brand is going to get bigger, so when other queens come, I want them to look back and be like, okay, I want to do what she has done, or even better, because she has left something good. She has left a good mark. She has left a sign to know that girls can be whoever they want to be, and they can do whatever they want to do with their lives without being held back by anybody.
Thank you very much for that. Of course, you heard from the Queen for the Carnival Queen pageant, and we're going to move on to the first runner-up, Success. You tell us a little bit about your project, right? Tell us what the impact you had, what the impact of the project had on you and on the people that you met with. All right, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Let me start by stating the impact it had on me. I it was when I learned that patience is really the key. Because many times along the line I was like, should I not just leave it? Because I visited a hospital. I will not lie, they were stressing me a lot. And many times I'll be like, should I not just leave it? There are many other hospitals. I could just stop here, check another place. But I kept on going there, despite the number of times they turned me down, disappointed me. Anyways, the project was a very huge success. The children in the hospital, they were very happy. Like the happiness on their face was something I would love to see again every single day. And I'm happy that it's etched in my memory. I wake up every day, I can remember that yes, I did this once. The brand was always very helpful in my project. I will not lie. So, yes, the entire project was a success. The impact on the children, on myself, and the support from the brand.
Okay, let's talk about your legacy. What would you like your legacy to be when you think of, the first runner-up for the Carnival Queen pageant? What would you like people to remember about you? Go ahead.
Okay, permit me to say that I had that in mind when I said to execute my first project. Now, other people looking at me from the outside can say, yes, she was a true queen. She did what she was supposed to do. Not everybody, not all queens execute pet project. I'm sorry to say, but I want people to look back and say, yes, she could execute her pet project. All the queens in the brand could execute their pet project, and other queens coming up would look at us and be like, I need to be better than them. If they could do this, then I could do better.
Right. Anyways, thank you very much for that. And I'm going to ask you this question and move on to the Queen and, back to the brains behind the Carnival Queen pageant. Tell me, what message would you like to tell the next Queen coming behind you, or the next runner? What message would you like to tell them while we're here? You do that on the stage, but you can also start here first of all. Let's get a sense of what you like to tell the person who is going to be wearing that sash and that crown on your head. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I like to say that as a queen, as the Carnival Queen, you should learn to carry yourself with class. Everywhere you go, know that you're highly respected. When you go into a room, you should know that feel like you're the highest authority in that room. Don't feel less of yourself.
That's such a beautiful message. It's about empowerment, empowering yourself before you wait for other people to empower you. And I'm also going to ask the same question of you. What would your message to the next Queen be? Go ahead.
So my message to the next queen would be confident. Okay, be very, very confident. Carry your head high. Like she said, when you enter a room, know that you're the prize. Okay, so carry your head high. Be very, very confident in yourself. Don't let any brand or anybody tell you otherwise, because you're the Carnival Queen.
I'm telling you, it's not easy. The journey was rough and tumble, as you've heard from everybody here. But we have winners. And it's not just that. That's not the only reason that we're here. We also have to consider the future. Of course, I would like to find out from them what their future is. But I want to ask about the future of the Carnival Queen, right? We have another sophomore edition of the Carnival Queen happening very, very soon. Tell us a little bit about that, and what are your expectations, and what are the preparations so far? The CEO, go ahead.
So the second edition will be coming up in 2 months. Yeah, give or take 2 months. And the first edition was a banger, the way Davido would say it. This second edition, we're hoping it will be better, but watch out for us. We're going to give you a show that you won't forget. You will sleep and want to be like, can I go back there? Can I go back there? Well, in terms of our contestants, we are hoping that they give us more than what our first queens gave us in brains, in beauty, in collaboration. Because no offense to them, we worked good with them. Because collaboration is one thing I know that is missing in most brands. The ability for the queens and the managers, the CEOs, national directors to work together is usually an issue. So having queens that would work with us would be a blessing. And we just want the best, because we know that this brand in 10 years, 20 years, like 100 years, we're here. So watch out for us.
You heard that right. Watch out for the Carnival Queen pageant 2.0. It's going to be a banger, like she said. That Rema banger, you know what banger I'm talking about. Another banger 2.0, courtesy of the Carnival Queen. Of course, I'm going to move on to our very unusual brains, our usual daddy of the Carnival Queen. So tell us what the future is, right? What is the future of Carnival Queen, the Carnival Queen pageant for you, in your own idea? Go ahead.
First of all, appreciation for adding unusual to the name. There's something is falls up in me. The future of Carnival Queen. When we started, we were not looking at 2 3 years. We were looking at longevity. Miss Universe is there. I think this is their 72nd edition, if I got that number very well. And they've been making impact. So nothing stops us from doing that, because I believe that when there is authenticity in what you're doing, when there is purpose in what you're doing, and you're moving in a particular direction, you definitely achieve all you want to achieve, because everything is planned out. There's of course the cliche saying, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So for us at the Carnival Queen, we already plan that this is a brand that has come to stay, right? And our future is very bright. A future of crown with purpose and crowning winners with essence. So once that is there, we are contributing our own little quota to the society. And before you know it, maybe we visited the hospital 3 5 years ago and just give a little things. We could come back maybe in the next 5 years to do something bigger, right? The idea is the purpose continues, the legacy lives on. We keep on giving back to society. That is our watchword: empowerment, right? In every little way that we can, and hope to build up that particular legacy until it becomes something definitely big. Yeah. So.
All right. Thank you very much. You can tell that they're friends. It's good to have a nice working relationship with people who you can create this idea, because it makes it all the more easier. And like he said, passion is the fuel that keeps a lot of these things going. And you can see the proof is in the pudding. Not just the pudding, this beautiful woman right here and everybody here in this green vest as the brains behind the Carnival Queen pageant. Of course, I'm going to ask the partners of the Carnival Queen pageant, FLIXWAY. Samuel, tell us, what do you think is the future of your partnership with the Carnival Queen going to be?
If I can say anything on that, would be me piggybacking off what the Queen said on confidence, also impact. Because if there's anything we are selling, we sell that. You come in here and we try to use whatever we have here that you want, will sell to you. And there's one thing I discovered about clothing, because as one that was not much into that industry, and with the opportunity being the head of management here, I've really seen most times I come here, we're about to go for something, and then we have to, look nice, dress well, and I'm like, there's a certain energy that comes with it. He made mention of when they add unusual to the name, there's something that it's just what we sell. Yeah, I mean, come on, we sell confidence here. The Carnival Queen, the brand wants to help you embrace that. We help you wear it, so you can come in here, pick whatever you want. It's affordable. I mean, come on, it's affordable. So, so it's enough. It's affordable. So, I just want to also give a shout out to the production here, the people handling this, the Thrive Network on YouTube. You can go check them out. They're doing an incredible job. And we love the fact that these collaborations, just like the CEO said, collaboration and partnership is I think, the lifeblood of any brand, because at the end of the day, you can't do it yourself. So, in as much as it's a female exclusive brand, we'd love to continue this. So obviously the event is coming up 2 months from now. Our reopening would be happening in a month's time. So I believe by the time we get to the conversation, we would know what else to do. Obviously, be a part of the event, the second edition, the 2.0, as you would say, the 2.0. So we'd love to see where that goes. But I'm really elated for this partnership and collaboration. The happiness in the children's face and the conclusion of this project. We are so grateful, and we hopefully want to see where this goes. So just like you're watching out for the Carnival Queen on all their social media platforms, you should also watch out for us too, because we'll definitely want to continue this.
Thank you very much for that. Watch out for FLIXWAY and of course Carnival Queen. I'm going to do this as quickly as we can before we run out of time. Tell us what the future holds for you. All right. After this, what is the future, as quickly as you can? All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, I don't think I'll be going into pageantry anymore. I mean, I love.
She's had enough.
I've loved my experience so far, but like this is it for me right now. I would really like to go into cooking, pastry making, baking. So I'll be going to culinary school after this.
Oh, that's nice. A queen that can cook. You do need that. Of course. What does the future hold for you? The first runner-up success. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm a student, so I'll surely continue my studies. As I'm a pageant queen, So I will wait till I see a promising brand, something even more promising than the Carnival Queen, before I move into any other contest. Thank you.
That's quite nice. The manager himself, what does the future hold for you? And of course, in your role as the management involved with the Carnival Queen pageant, go ahead, tell us.
Thank you very much. um, the future for me, I'd like to say that taking this role of events manager and queens manager and even the project manager has helped me to discover so much more in me that I ordinarily wouldn't think of. The project, managing them and the project was also challenging, but my friend likes to give me work. So when she came to me and told me about how she was passionate about girl children and wanted to do something that had to do with girl child, and then few weeks later she came to me and said that she wanted to do something about children. I was like, "Ah, did you guys plan it?" Because it was around the same period. I was okay. Let's just put it together and then call it the Shivolution Project. And then we crafted that out and then executed it. And then getting to the ending, we had FLIXWAY come up. And I have to say they were extremely instrumental in executing the project. Shout out to FLIXWAY. You can only wear it yourself. You can't do it yourself. So we needed help from FLIXWAY to do it ourselves. And then yeah. So in the course of that, I discovered that I am I am more passionate about organization generally than I think. Um, I'm more I'm more passionate about doing organizing projects, events, stuff, and then organizing people as well. Because how I maneuvered it, I can't say, but it just came to me naturally, and I would like to explore that part. I'm done with school, and there's nothing new for me at the moment, but I'm surfing and seeing what I can pin my head on, and then go on with it. So this is one of the inspirations I've had, and I'd like to try that route. If it doesn't work, definitely something else will work. Yeah, I'm definitely going to explore more on events management and general organizations.
There you heard it from these amazing people here, courtesy of the Carnival Queen pageant. You have the queens, you have first runner-up, and of course you have the CEO here, the project manager, and of course Mr. Unusual himself, and in the national. Okay, the national director for the Carnival Queen pageant, and of course, it was nice having all of you here. And we wish you all the best going forward. Save the date is going to be in November, right? That's when 2.0 is taking off, right? All right. So
2.0. So be there in your black and white outfits. It's going to be eleganza.
Extravaganza.
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. So in appreciation to FLIXWAY for coming in and supporting us in our project and hoping to continue this very mutually beneficial and lovely relationship with FLIXWAY, we have something for the brand.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. They say an appreciation is application for more.
Alright.
So this is us applying for more.
Wow.
So this is for the CEO of FLIXWAY Honorary Award for Community Support, and honoring him for dedicating and supporting humanitarian initiatives and also for the growth and development of fashion and entertainment in the state and generally in Nigeria. So this is Carnival Queen to FLIXWAY. We say thank you very much. So I think this should go to the management.
All right.
All right. So on behalf of our CEO, Mr. Mike Ayem, I know he would be. So there's a thing going on here where most brands that we try to work with give him an award. So he's like, "What's with the award?" I'm like, I'm like, so I believe you should get used to it. So there'll be both. So this is another one, and I hope when he gets to see this, he'll be like, "Oh my goodness!" so, but this speaks better for us. Because community support is very important and keen to us. Because one of the key things, community matters a lot. When we came in here, our very first week, we have a fire outbreak in our business place, and it was the people around that helped us out. We were not even like, it was crazy. So when we came in, we never knew that something happened. Like, but we know like what happened here, and we now they broke in. They helped us seize the fire. So it's so big for us to be like, even if it's to greet our neighbors around, even if it's to show love to people around, we take it very important, because community to us is very important, because we cannot come here and before us people were already here. So we come in here and want to not just take over but to be a part of. So being a part of the Carnival Queen pageant is amazing, and with this we want to do more, so you get more awards, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Shout out to Mr. Michael IMC of FLIXWAY from the Carnival Queen. You have a hat already.
Oh, you shouting out too?
Oh well, shout out to the Carnival Queen pageants and watch out for us November. There's no date yet, but watch out.
All right. Who are you shouting out to? Go ahead.
To my national director, shout out to Obego and Miss Harriet, shout out to both of them.
All right, that's wonderful.
Oh, to my manager too, why would I forget?
Don't worry, he understands. All right, who are you shouting out to first right off?
Shout out to the entire Carnival Queen pageant organization.
That's nice. That's nice. Who are you shouting out to?
I'm shouting out to FLIXWAY and my queens, because FLIXWAY really helped me with these girls.
You heard from all of them. If you can't wear it yourself, you can only wear it to yourself. You can't do it to yourself. It's always good to have amazing people around you, like these wonderful people. And it takes a village to birth a queen. It takes a village to birth this beautiful idea, the Carnival Queen. So the Carnival Queen pageant, right? So definitely make sure you keep your eyes out. Make sure you wait until November and save the date for the Carnival Queen pageant 2.0. Right? My name is Fortune. It was nice to have this conversation with this amazing people. Of course, I'm hoping we're going to do this again sometime. I just want to say a quick appreciation and thank you to FLIXWAY, to the Carnival Queen, Henrietta, and the National Unusual Director. Of course, the project manager, and these beautiful queens are right here. You're all amazing. I wish you all the best in the future. And, I hope to hear of all of the many things that you accomplish going forward, all right? And of course, to our friends at the Carnival Queen pageant, I wish you all the best in the future. I can't wait until you're competing with Miss Universe. But we'll get there. And of course, shout out to Samuel Lyon, a representative from FLIXWAY. This is where we draw the blind on this conversation. Of course, make sure you go check it out, courtesy of our friend at Thrive Productions. You can check it out on the YouTube page. And of course, a big shout out to Thrive Productions. You made all this happen, and we are always very grateful. Until we come again next time to have a conversation, you don't know who it's gonna be. Make sure you keep it here, and of course, remember to subscribe. It's YouTube. What are you doing? Subscribe. All right. Thank you very much for being here. My name is Fortune, signing out. See you again.